The hell happened? Hello? Are we good? Okay, I guess we're good. Jeez, that was weird. Welcome back. Yeah, I do not know what just happened. Oh, I guess this isn't live either. On. Test. Gluten tag. Guten? Guten Tag. I can't read. Good God. Y'all, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be allowed to stream with how dyslexic I am. I'm like, gluten tag? It's German. Yeah, no, I know, I got you. My brain just melted. It's okay. Yeah, did I don't know what happened there. I think my stream just like died. I have no idea. But yeah, hello everyone. Sup, Tice? How you doing? I guess it may have been fine on Twitch, but I think it was definitely dead on YouTube. I don't know. And sup, Prussia? How you doing? It was dead on both. Good. Love that. I feel like it was dead for much longer than I would have hoped. I feel like it was dead for like 30 minutes and I just didn't even know. I'm just sitting here streaming by myself. I'm like, ah, it's kind of quiet now, I guess. I don't know. It died as a closed tabletop. Interesting. I guess that's why it was definitely lagging then, so I wasn't all, definitely I was right about something. Okay, so it wasn't that long though. Okay, good. It means good day in a way to say hello in Germanic and Islamic countries and Danish God day and short to God day. Meaning exactly. I'm gonna send an example my card in Discord server. Please, yeah, do for sure. Yeah, no, I Guten Dag. Dag? I don't know. I'm just, yeah, no, I know Guten Tag. I just didn't, my brain was just not understanding how it the hell? Question mark? Hello? But yeah, my brain was not my brain wasn't braining. Yes, exactly. It does that a lot. No, honestly, I'm just like too dyslexic to read words, and if I don't know what the word is, it just is gonna it's just not gonna work for me. Which is part of the problem of having being a streamer and reading. But you know, here we are. It's honestly much more evident when I'm streaming too. It's kind of funny, but here we are. Most of the time I feel like you wouldn't notice, but I notice it so much more when I'm streaming because a lot of time I guess I'm reading things I wouldn't normally read, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Here we are. More card design. What are we talking about? But yeah, how y'all doing today? You said you were gonna send me your card design thing. You're sending it on the. But yeah, glad you could join us today. Yeah, general's fine, or yeah, wherever you want to send it. Your creations, whatever. Anything is fine. You want the German or British unit example? I'm saying both. Sure, go for it. Wait. My chat still isn't working. Wait, was it just working? And then message rejected. Ah, it just kicked you off, is what just happened. Channel activity. Hold on. Oh, you deleted it. Okay. It does say retracted, sorry. But I think it did just delete you off of the thing. Didn't it? Yeah. That's interesting. Anyway. I guess that's nice that it does that, just in case, but because it just deleted all your messages on the not on YouTube, but on what it's called, on the chat screen. Go to the general chat. I sent it there. Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, so it's sort of war game based sort of dealio. Here, pop it over here. So you got this little game here. Let's see. Primary attack deals 70 damage, multi-shot. Squadron fires volley bullets. Enemy units flip a coin. If heads, you hit. If tails, you miss. If the unit misses 2 times in a row and a third automatic. 2 times in a row, there's a third automatic. Okay, interesting. Secondary attack. Bayonet strikes. Soldiers attack nearby enemy with units. Bayonet attacking any enemy with a card, which is bordering it, and only those which are bordering it. Okay, makes sense. So biggest thing I see here from like a card design perspective, right, is this is very hard to read. But it is like the abilities sound cool, right? But yeah, what you might want to do here is have some sort of like transparent background or something. I mean, I'm assuming this might be done. I don't know what image program you're using, but having a white white thing back here might be a little bit nicer just for reading purposes. Just because the blue on black is a little difficult to read, but that's just a minor critique. Let's see. The squadron fires a volley of bullets at the enemy unit. You flip a coin. If heads, miss. Okay, so similar sort of attacks. Okay, gotcha. Very cool. I like it. MS Paint. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say it seemed like you might be but yeah, I would do some sort of black background, or not black, but like a white sort of background on that. I would also recommend, if you haven't, this is what I use, and honestly, it's pretty great. It's called Dexterous. It's free, which is the best price, as we all know. It does have a lot of default templates. You don't even have to use the templates per se, but it does allow you to do stuff like, let's see, yeah, like this card, right? I'm pretty sure one of these is just a zone, right? You can just create transparent shapes and stuff. You can create like each element, which is kind of what I do. Like your, yeah, I mean, maybe you're totally fine with what you're using. That's totally fine. But if you want to have like a little bit more power over your cards, you can definitely do something like this, where you can kind of have, why is it, where is the right layer here? Oh, it's this. Wait. I don't know. Either way, you can kind of, you know, do stuff like this on your cards. But Let me actually read some of this stuff now. World War II, first edition, World War One. I can't read. Jesus. Okay. MS Paint. Let's see. White in the middle as the background. Sorry. White in the middle as background for characters negates the idea of the German flag. I guess that's true. For the German card and Blaze done now. Plus, it's harder to read text, as Beats mentioned. Definitely a good tip. But I have made too many units too late to change. That's fine. You know, sometimes one of my biggest things is sometimes it's okay to not get things perfect the first time, right? And then as you go, when you learn something, you just fix it in the next one, right? Like a lot of time I'll make a video and I'm like, man, I could have done this better and this better and this better. And you could spend all that time, you know, working on making that video better. But a lot of the time it's just going to be better off putting that out there. And then next time you come to, you know, working on a project, you just make that change, right? You bring that to your next project. You fix it in the next one, because otherwise, if you try to make things perfect every time, you're just gonna spend forever working on it and never actually put it out. So, I think that's totally fine. So you just take any advice that you want to do or any sort of changes you want to make, and then next time you make something, just apply that change in the future. Also, it's fun to have in that poor quality MS Paint drawing, although I work really hard at. Yeah, no, MS Paint's got a definite style, which is fun. Sorry, he's said something on Discord here. The third hit automatic is for balancing. Same for both. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's actually a cool idea, right? Because if it doesn't hit, eventually you get something to happen, which is pretty cool. Are you by chance British? No, I am American. But yeah, I would yeah, this program is great because it's free. It's all online. It doesn't like do the art for you, right? You can like all the stuff on my cards is all my own art. But it does let you do things really nicely and lets you really change stuff. I'm not sponsored by these people, but I definitely would be if they wanted me to. But yeah, you can just go into the spreadsheets and change stuff. So something worth looking into if you're gonna keep working on card-based sort of games. I went away for like 15 minutes and the stream exploded. Yep, sure did. It died. It's the first time that's happened, but oh, you meant like exploded as like there's people here, or it did both, to be fair. There's people and it died. Okay, well, you will be featured in an expansion pack then. Cool. Me too. Nice drawings, mate. Thank you. I meant it died. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, but yeah, we also got, you know, more people, so that's always fun. But yeah, it definitely died, which is fun. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a simplistic style, but I'm happy with it. As an American Commander card. Hell yeah. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it seems like a cool little game. Yeah, it's fun. Looks cool. Nice work. The abilities seem interesting. But I know you said you were struggling to work on it, but yeah, hopefully, you know, if you have any questions and stuff like that, I'm happy to provide any advice you might want. Okay. Anyway, where was I before our stream died? Oh yeah, I was talking about a land that lets unit effects take one less. PV, you're a commander card, special ability, be like ... Is this me supposed to answer, or are you or are you typing another message? We'll find out. I like a river. And then I think it could be cool, like unit effects are reduced by 1. I don't know if that's too powerful for a land, but like can summon 3 cards from another card game. Very like I don't know. What game is that? I guess there's a lot of games like that now, right? Like Balatro, or however you pronounce it. Or like there's a few other like poker games which let you like draw cards from other games. I actually did make a joke in my next devlog. Is it easy to show this? I can just like the idea is like we're setting out like a poker table, and I throw down this hand. It's literally just like a half-second clip. But of course we got a ace of spades, an Ouroboros from Inscription, I think an Incinerate from Slay the Spire, and then some like powerful dragon card from Magic the Gathering. That's the whole skit. Imagine playing Exodia and AAE. PV, you're an enemy summons. Is he trying to... There you go. Yeah, I love the idea of playing cards from other games. I think that would be I think there was actually a great YouTube video. I never watched the whole thing, but it was kind of fun. It was someone in Magic fighting against someone in Hearthstone, right? Like it was Hearthstone versus Magic. So one had a Hearthstone deck and the other had a Magic deck, and that was fun. That was interesting. Okay, new land here. Right on it, boss. I think yeah, combining card games is kind of a cool idea, but like arguably probably impossible to balance, unless if you're like, I don't know. I don't even know how you do it, right? But yeah, so yeah, river unit effects are reduced by 1. I think it would probably have a passive unit gen of 1. And then you could just have a bunch of those, just reduce your unit effects to nothing. I think that's kind of cool, right? Also another land, which we need. I need a good quality picture of you so I can recreate your face on the card. All right, I'll give you 4 seconds. Ready? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Screenshot it. There you go. Watch the VOD if you need more time. Anyway, what else are we doing? Okay, we got our giant turtle. We got hologram. What other land cards can we have? I'm gonna get it. I believe in you. Honestly, you can just go back in time in a whatever pretty easily. In a YouTube one. Actually did dispel already. Actually, this is kind of an interesting idea. One of my friends mentioned like Magic's trample or overflow damage. I think that could be cool. That could be interesting with a hero. I don't know how that would work, but like when you attack something, it damages the thing behind it too. I think the way it would have to work, because like things don't take damage, it would have to and most of the time stuff behind has higher health than stuff in front. It almost might have to be like a reverse trample, right? All right, cool. See you in a bit. Hopefully. We'll see. When you attack a card with more units than the card you attack, you can damage another card with as much units as you had extra. More units than power level. Right. When you attack a card with more units than... So if you like had 20 units and attack a Ravager, deal 15 damage to another card. This would be a spell or hard to trigger effect, obviously. Like an ability or something. Yeah. Would it still subtract the 15 units from you, or are you like... Are you thinking like just that sort of overflow, just kind of free? I guess it wouldn't be free, right? It would still take those units. Yeah. I think it doesn't subtract units from trample card. Honestly, so like this is kind of like a similar idea to... I think that's too powerful, unfortunately. And maybe a little confusing. I'm trying to think. I like the idea. I'm just trying to think. Kills card on death. I don't know what that is. What cards have passive ability? Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to see here. Oh, this is actually a good one. It's kind of... Sorry, this is unrelated. Maybe I was thinking it would be a spell give to trample. I mean, yeah, I guess... But what's the cost, right? Oh, it's a spell that you give to a card to allow it to trample. Could be. Like it empowers an existing card. This is actually maybe an idea for that too. This is just a thing I am reading. It says blind rage, double units, and can attack until you die. and attack until you die. So you get double units, but you have to attack until the hero is just completely dead. That's actually kind of a fun spell idea, though. I was trying to think if it was a hero, but blind rage seems a little too powerful. Yeah, I guess you could kill like a bajillion minions, right? It probably has to be one of the other effects. It probably can't double your units. Attacking until you die might be one thing, but imagine pulling 30 units into a barbarian and making 60 units on the board. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Plus, then yeah. Also, doubling units is tough to balance. Yeah. I could see it being just attack until your hero dies. Like, remove the double units part. Like, it can't cost units, so then what's it cost? Cards? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with things costing cards, but... Pay X units to attack until your hero dies is potentially fine, but can't be a spell, right? It could be a... And it can't contain minions, right? Right, yeah, spells kind of have that sort of... that sort of dealio. Can't really have a cost on a spell. All right, so let's just write some of these good ideas in here and then figure out where to put them in a bit. So we like... I like attack till you die. That's kind of interesting. I like trample. And there's one other one in here, I think. Card that lets you attack even though it has no attack icons. Interesting. I don't know if that's what that is. I'm just trying to get all these out of here because I keep looking at them and be like, oh, that was a cool idea. I'm going to copy these two, even though I don't think there's a way to balance it. And then... I already did this. Okay. Let's reboot. Oh, what if that's what mercenary is? You play like pay 2 to 3 units per attack, but they can attack infinitely. That's kind of cool. Yeah, honestly, just an ability where you just pay to attack. That's beautiful. That's great. That's amazing. Do you want to be a commander, officer, or general? I feel like commander sounds the coolest, but I don't know your game well enough to know what any of that means. Unfortunately. Yeah, I like that. I did put mercenary as like they could attack twice on your turn, but I think or attack on both players' turn, but I really like that idea much better. A build I mean, I guess it could be both, but that seems way too powerful. Well, it doesn't matter actually, because they will be able to, because that's what the ability actually does, because abilities make it so you can attack whenever. Which means I think it needs to be higher, like... Oh, you already have attack on both players' turn as a card. Yeah, but ability does the same thing, right? Because abilities can be used whenever, right? So this actually functions the same way, but is more interesting. Right? Like, because abilities you can use at any game phase at any time. Yeah. The Merc's ability should cost more than on the OG's turn. Oh, right. General is highest of the ranks and high rank off the highest ranked officers, and a commander is like commanding infantry, while officer is the lower level official. Sorry, let me read that again because my brain stopped. General is highest of the ranks and a high ranking officer, and commander is like commanding infantry, while officer is lower level. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. What do you say originally? Commander. Yeah, just go with commander. That sounds cool. I am the master commander. I don't know what that's from, but it's stuck in my mind forever. There's like some, I think it was like a comedy skit where you gotta feel to be an officer. You'll be a sergeant. Deal. Sounds good. Sergeant beats. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay. The merchant's ability should cost more than the OG's turn. Let's see. Honestly, I'm kind of just okay with it being just expensive anyway. I'm trying to think about that. Because the Elvish Archer lets you attack I'm trying to think of the balance of that. What's your first name? Again, totally not identity theft. I mean, it's in my videos. My name's Nathan. Or Nathaniel, if you prefer. I literally say it like 50 times in my next video. Not that many times, but you know. Or beats, whatever you prefer. Totally not identity theft scam. Well, Archer lets you attack 2 cards and not take damage from the second one. Right. Yeah, I guess it's still powerful. I'm just gonna write 5 units. You may make an attack, and then figure out how balancing works afterward, honestly. What era is this game set in? I mean, it's a fantasy era, like a fantasy game. It's kind of its own, I didn't mean to just create a card. It's sort of own setting, right? But it's like a, you know, medieval fantasy, I guess I would say, right? Yeah, medieval fantasy. There's magic and stuff, so there is maybe a little bit of like, magical technology that's, beyond fantasy or like beyond medieval, but yeah. Like I considered putting airships in the thing, so it could be slightly, beyond that, but yeah, typical medieval fantasy. Fun fact, cannons existed in the medieval era. I feel like I knew that, maybe? I say as my voice goes really high pitch. But that is interesting. I guess, yeah, it's like I mean, I guess they have like fireworks and stuff, right? Oh my god, World War One reference. Airships, Zeppelins. Yeah, basically kind of idea, right? All right, what am I doing? I am yeah, we'll balance this later. I think just 5 units you can make an attack, see how busted it is. I think that's fair, probably. Especially because you have to pay the number of units to make the attack and then take the damage, right? 5 units might be too much even, but I think it's about right. Anyway, let's come with some, I have a few ideas up here, right, that we could probably work into things. But let's, it's like, I have no idea how long well, actually, I should just be able, never mind. I was like, I have no idea how long I've been streaming for, because I had to, like, restart the stream, and I'm like, wait, I can just check the time, that's a thing. Let's come with some lands. What's some good land ideas? I want to hear your best land ideas. Because we really don't have that many. And arguably at a certain point, it gets hard to generate more units, right? Like, what are interesting ways to have units be created? Like, I guess we could have something where it's like, like what? How's swamp worded? We're just copying swamp, but different. Swamp, but different. Like when a like waste land or ruins is destroyed, gain 5 units, 3 units. Something like that could be interesting. Kind of like a library land, right? A library swamp combo. Oh, areas. I'm dumb. So yeah, I mean, you probably haven't really seen the game, right? I'm hesitant to open Tabletop Simulator now because it just crashed my stream last time. Here, we'll go here. There's a bunch of different things. There's urban port cities. So that would be probably more like a port would be more of like a structure, right? So there's lands. Lands basically help you generate units and stuff like that. So like, we've got mountains, deserts, plains, forests, swamps, tundras, etc. Well, units that give you more units via unit effect. That's cool. I like that idea. Hell. There is sort of a hell. So the enemies have wastelands, which are kind of the, you know, opposite of lands. Nothing else just about it, just hell. I mean, close. We got an Inferno, right? That would be more of a an enemy card though, for sure. I could honestly see that being a card almost. I do like the idea of a unit effect. What I mean, we used to have the one for Village, right? No, we need hell. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if hell is like the right word. Like, because one of the things like about this is like trying to do the trying to make sure that it's its own universe, right? And hell implies that hell is a thing, right? So lore wise, that might make it a little weird, right? Because we don't know if there's hell in this universe, right? Because the idea is like that the old gods are attacking, sort of like chaos and entropy creatures, but yeah, there's a paladin, so it's holy. There are gods, and there is unholy, but unholy is more like, I don't know. It could be. It could be a thing. Definitely could be a thing. I'd have to consider it because I didn't like. It's more like Greek mythology, I would say. Although I guess there's hell in Greek mythology as well, right? Yeah, like the underworld, right? Unholy is the gods we don't like. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean the old gods technically aren't even evil per se. We don't even know if they're actually evil. They're more just against order, right? They don't like humanity. Also, the sky is just the sky. Could the sky be a land? Anyway, let me explore this this unit effect idea. Let's see. Land unit effect. Would this be like the I spelled unit wrong. Would this be like the what's it called? The old village effect? Airspace as a land? Maybe? Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a thing. I mean, I don't know how that would work exactly, but it could be a thing. I could see it. You have an idea for a structure. Okay. Hit me. I don't remember the old village. It's the for every unit or every 3 units on the land, it gains an additional unit. It was just kind of a random ass porthole. Just that's the structure. That's wild. That's both wild and crazy. Yeah, because Old Village used to for every unit or every 3 units you gain 1 unit, which was kind of just annoying to track. And now with Village on top of that could be insane. Pothole. I read porthole. Pothole. Follow X card. The player can play 1 less card per turn due to illogical issues. Deals 1 damage to the weakest enemy on the table. Can't be destroyed. Just... Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. I could see something like that, actually. Like a, like a something where when something is attacked, it gets attacked first, right? So it's just like I guess it's just a blocker card, right? I could see something like that sort of idea. Enemies can't really take damage. It's either all or nothing kind of deal, so they don't really have health. But I could see something like a sort of blocker card, right? I feel like that's like almost like a spell. Wait, the pothole gave me cool ideas, which I guess is kind of almost like arcane barrier a bit, right? Or it can be destroyed. Just using a shit ton of resources too is not worth it. I could see sort of like a blocker card like that though. All right, we're on a tangent. Unit effects. I'm gonna write this for now. Gain. It's just kind of like confusing. I don't know if I like it, but I mean, I removed it in the first place. But gain 3 units. Sorry, gain 1 unit for every 3 on the card in unit phase. And I don't think it would gain units at all, so that might make it a little bit better. It blocks the weakest enemy from attacking next turn. That is interesting, actually. I'm thinking that through. Like what kind of card it would be. I'm trying to think if that's a structure, right? It might make sense as a different card. Every time it gets damage, add 1 +1 round to the weakest enemy. I'm trying to think this through. Because I could think, I mean, totally blocking like a thing works. I'm just trying to figure out where it goes, right? Because we do have structures. It almost feels more like a spell. Cheap views on Streamboo. Guess who's getting banned? How do I ban you? Report. Scam. Next. Spam. Next. View bot. Submit report. Block this user. Close. What about a here? What just happened? Yeah, I was like, what just happened there? Cheap scans at cheap views on notscam.gov. Can't we tell you just get banned, auto banned for saying jokes like that? Okay, what about hero with a ability that lets you block 1 monster card from attacking? Yeah, that is actually a cool idea. Like just stop prevent 1 attack, right? You don't have enough permission to add random porthole as a structure unless it's a structural pothole. Why do I keep saying porthole? Pothole, man. This is getting wild and crazy. It's an interesting concept, right? Just blocking a attack completely. Y'all have gone off the rails. You've completely lost the plot. What the hell is this pothole man? And now it is a plot hole man, because we've lost the plot. Anyway, where were we? Pothole man saves summons a pothole to save a random woman from a robber. Thanks, pothole man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, really. Okay. I think maybe the old village effect would work on a land, just because the problem with the village is it was generating units anyway, which got confusing. So I think it maybe works. We need pothole man and potholes. This kid's lost it. You don't know about potholes, or you don't know about gaining units for every unit on a card? It might not work. I mean, that's part of the thing, is we can just try stuff out, right? I don't know about either. It did work before. It was just kind of confusing, right? Come on. I'll make the art. Pothole man's catchphrase: property damage. Huzzah! I'm dying. This is wild. Oh, hello. How are you? Come say hi to chat. Say hi. Wait, no, I got you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Mwah. Yeah. This is Luna. The Void. She does need to be added as a card, but just her eyeballs, that's it. Let's see. I keep wanting to say porthole. I don't know why. Jesus. Dyslexic brain. Apollo Man and I banish your cat to 2 feet deep hole. How dare you? Agreed. Luna is a good little kitten. All right, everyone, focus up. We need lands. I think we have too many of everything else right now. Wait, do we? Let's see. I don't know if I want... I mean, I guess we could do other stuff. But we definitely need more lands. In fact, we could probably even use more than 6 more lands. I think giant Paul. Let me maybe I'll try to explain my other idea and you can word it better. Okay. Oh, how about like a quarry, right? That's basically a giant pothole. Remember the whole old god draws cards before playing them? What about a land with that effect that makes the old god do that, but 1 card at a time per land? The land lets you see a card into the old deck. Okay, we did have a spell like that, right? Divination, right? So like a divination land is what you're kind of saying. Yes, okay. Divination land. Yeah, I think I could deal with that. You may see the next old god card at the start of your was this true at the start, I guess, start of your turn or the start of player turns? I feel like the effect suits a structure better, but it's more interesting on a land. Kinda. What about another idea? What if you get to choose between unit generation or old god card vision? I'm trying to think, because this is like almost comparable to drawing your own card, right? Like this is like a mountain. It's a valley, right? It's a valley. It's a reverse mountain. Oop, emojis, apparently. AKA a big pothole. Right? Same idea, just what if it can either generate some units, or see into the old gods card? Yeah, I think that could work. I'm just trying to figure out how you would do that. Because, yeah, I guess it's kind of... So either it would be... The two ideas here, it's either it gives you that ability and generates 1 unit, or have something like you're saying... I'm trying to think how you would do that, though, right? Because in theory, you could make it an ability and that like just uses the number of units. I feel like it's too complicated for a land if it has like a either or ability, right? Well, maybe not. I guess it would just be a base effect, right? I don't even say a unit effect. Yeah, a modal unit effect is a bad idea. It'd be more like a it would be more like a it'd be a base effect. Like at the start of your turn, you may either, or at the start of unit phase, you may either see what the old god card is or gain X units, right? But I almost feel like that's just too complicated for a land. Like, I feel like lands aren't supposed to be that interesting, if that makes sense. I think I'm just gonna say start of your turn and then just make it the inverse of mountain. Yeah, just make it give the vision effect with unit effect, inverse mountain. Yeah, I think for now. I think if that ends up not being interesting enough, then maybe change it, but I mean, it's a valley, right? An inverse mountain. What else we got? Yeah, may have to reword that, like turn up the old gods card, and you may see what it will be before you place it, and then that way, if you did divination with Valley, you could see, X number of cards. Trying to think what else there is. I mean, a land with an ability is probably interesting, right? I guess graveyard we had draw from your discard pile, right? It costs units. Graveyard probably also would need just a unit gen of 1. Which actually kind of just gave me an idea. What if you have a land that generates units and has an ability, but it doesn't even need to be a land, right? It could just be any card. It generates units and has an ability. But you can't move units off of that card. So it's just like a timed ability, which kind of seems interesting. Say a random year, 1957. 1923. Yeah, like Dark Magician, yo, make your own TCG cards. I did. These are them. Also, welcome. Thank you for joining. I think I have your idea. These are the cards. So it's like a co-op trading card game. I mean, currently there's not a lot of like trading per se, but it does play a lot like Magic or something like that as far as like, card types and abilities and like that. Oh, cool. I have my own anime show. Okay, cool. Nice. That sounds dope. Heck yeah. You made an anime? Damn. Yeah, right? I can probably include you in the future episode on my channel. Okay, what's that entail exactly? But yeah, bunch of different cards, etc. Where were we again? Oh right, you were saying you think I have your idea. You mean you have an idea for my idea, or you understand what I'm saying? Because I think that could be interesting, right? Like a card that just gains units passively. It could be a hero, right? It gains units passively, and then okay, you are saying it. What about a land that has 3 or 4 unit gen, but can't move units from the land without using its ability, which costs a big amount of units? Yeah. Or a large number of cards even. Which could be interesting, like takes 3 cards to use, and then you could throw off your because it being a big number of units makes it kind of like you're using those units that you would use otherwise, right? Unless it's a static number that costs, and then it just doubles its units every turn. That could be interesting. Sorry, let me check out this guy here. Give me a second. Yeah, but if you start at 1, right? It takes you a good while to get to a large number, right? In 10 turns, you have 1,024 units. Yeah, but you don't ever get to turn 10, right? I mean, doubling is insane. Yeah, I know. But sorry, I was just looking at Dark Magician's channel here for a second. I was curious what he did. They do. Anyway, in 5 turns you'd even get 32, but like at 5 turns, like the game's almost over, right? Typically. I mean, almost, right? Okay, regiment is the 7th regiment of the 195th Infantry Company. 7th regiment, nickname Beats. Perfect, I love it. Beautiful. Yeah, sure, but it's like that land basically is either gonna be useless or too good. Yeah, that's true. I know. But yeah, no, a static number makes much more sense. Like, let's go back to your idea though of like, let's say 4 unit gem per turn. And its ability discard 3 cards. You may allocate those units. 3 might be too many. 3 is probably too many. 2 cards. Discarding 3 whole cards. I know discarding cards is like anti both Maximus and Bradley, right? What if you start What if you send reinforcements and start at 6 units, huh? Then what? What's your first name again? It's Nathan. Or Nathaniel. Discarding cards, sacrilege to me, I know. But I mean, like, what's it called has it, right? Mage's Tower. Of course it has unit or card, you know, whatever. Nathaniel Uncle Beats. It's true. My middle name is Uncle. Can you imagine? For per turn, you cannot move units off this card. The problem is card discard is like the only other resource players have, right? Well, there's 3. It's units, right? Number of units, discarding a card from their hand, or destroying a card off of their board. Those are the only like things you can pay to do an ability. Without like more specifics, like you could say specifically like a hero card or something like that. Oh. What if allocating units destroys the land? That's cool. I like that. What's the name? I honestly should name some of these. Okay, what's the name for a land like that? It sounds something like unstable, right? Like like an avalanche. Like it can't be like, the problem is it can't be too bad, otherwise it sounds like a it sounds like a wasteland, right? Like a marsh, maybe. Phaline. I guess we could like lean into like some like marsh is literally in the old god deck. You're right. I'm an idiot. But it could, is it a blighted marsh, right? It's a specific marsh. Yeah. Good call. Yep. I'm dumb. Yeah, I guess we could lean into like the Fae stuff, right? Non-blighted marsh. A nice marsh. I feel like there's surprisingly like not as many. What about just like a field, right? Like no, I don't know. I was thinking like the idea there is that like you grow crops on the field, and once the field is done, you're destroying the field. Like you remove all the crops, right? Dry field. Right? Like you're growing the crops, right? This is the lore behind it, right? So you get lots from it, but once you remove all of it, you don't have it anymore, right? Or like farmland, right? Farmland, I guess field is fine. We'll just go with field for now. What about these other ones? Jungle, you can cut it down. Hello, NVS effects. What's up? How are you doing? Lumber is equal to units somehow. Honestly, units are kind of everything. They're not necessarily just people. At least that was the original idea. It's like units was all resources combined into one, but it just kind of happens to make the most sense that it's people, right? Like the idea that cleric was supposed to like heal things, right? Doing well. How about yourself? I'm doing great. Starting to get a little hungry, but other than that, I'm good. Real units are the friends we made along the way. So true. Okay, fine. We'll do jungle. All right. So we have this one that's like swamp that I just made that, you know, when a wasteland or ruins is destroyed, gain 5 units. 5 might be too many. Maybe like 4 units. I don't know. Still might be too strong. But, what would we call that? It's kind of like a swamp, but for bigger, scarier stuff. A super swamp. Did I say how I was doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, I said I was hungry. I was like, what am I? I'm losing my mind. But yeah, just working on our game here, designing some new cards. What's up with you? I'm trying to think. What's like a I almost said marsh again. Hello, me design this game. God, how long has it been? Months, probably. No. It's probably more than I'd like to admit. Let's see. How do I figure this out? If I just do this. No, this. Created. July. No, April. April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months? Yeah. I was gonna say, I was feeling it was about 6 months. Yeah, just a trading card game that you play with your friends, co-op. Most trading card games, I suppose, you play with your friends. It's a co-op game, right? Sort of a resource management aspect, where you fight against the old god. What color are my eyes? I believe they're... Are they green? They're green. I was like, why did I forget? Green. Blink, 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 blink. Anyway. But yeah, I think we're kind of... My brain's starting to lose functionality. Let's see. Land... We'll call this one a field because it's kind of like the other one. And then a land. Well, I almost feel like a field needs to feel like it goes with farm, but it's okay. It doesn't have to. Do we have... All right, ChatGPT. Types. I can't type. Of forests. So I'm thinking like jungle and forest, but there's also... I must be... Okay. Elder woods. That's kind of a cool, like... Army green? Yeah, about. Funny enough, I also use ChatGPT. Never used any generative AI. ChatGPT is a lifesaver for names. Yeah, it's great for idea generation. It's not really great for like perfectly refining stuff, but it's great for, I like Elderwood. Elderwoods. How about swamps? Swamps. I spelled it wrong. A mire. Bog. Kind of like bog. Oh, sorry. Too late. Your eyes are now emerald green. I mean, they basically are. You're too slow to respond to lazy defects. Fair enough. Dyslexic flavored stream. Delicious. Yes. Oh, is that a question? Let me go back. No. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't answer the question, right? Anyway, I like bog. What is a mire exactly? A stench of swampy, boggy ground. Okay, so it's specifically caused to become stuck in the mud. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it's not, we'll do a bog. Why not? Let's call this a bog. Because it's similar to, honestly, at this point, I'm just getting hungry. Low on blood sugar. And it's about time to be done, I think, right? It doesn't feel like it should be. Or do I normally go to 1? I go to 1, right? 9:30. I'll go for another half an hour. I was like losing my mind. Yeah, because I go to 12:30. That's right. Should maybe we do some art or something? Should we just start making some of these cards? Because I feel like this is just enough to get started, right? And as we come up with ideas, we can just slap more in here. So I could get started on some art, or I could just pivot to the rule book and it could be boring for a bit, because it is what needs to be done. But rules, woo! All right, yeah, let's countdown, dude. Every time. I mean, it's either that or we work on the patch, right? Those are the things that need to get done. But let me take like 2 minutes real quick and I'll be back, and then we'll decide what we're doing. Have a think on what you think you want to do, because we might do, like I said, either we can work on the rule book or we can do some whatever, do the next patch of the game or start working on that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to eat some stuff. Hold on. What was I pulling up? Yeah, let's do rulebook stuff, as boring as it is. I almost hit the stop streaming button. That would have been a bad idea. Full display. I had hardly any snacks in my kitchen. So I had to like cut up some vegetables and eat them, because that was about all I had. I think I need to go to the store and like buy some bread. Where's my pen? Here it is. All right, so rule book time. I'm trying to remember what I was even doing here. We'll probably get like a singular illustration done and then call it a day. But it's better than nothing. Now I'm imagining you eating an entire raw zucchini in the kitchen. I mean, you're close. It was a cucumber. And there were like two like small cucumbers, and I just put some salt on them and ate them. So you're pretty close. I mean, it looks the same, right? During the old god draw. Why is my tablet not working? Sliced cucumbers are good. Raw zucchini is insane person food. True, 100%. Yeah, I just sliced cucumber, put salt on it, and ate it. But yeah, zucchini raw is kind of like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, during the old gods draw phase, all right, I mean, this is mostly just throwing some smaller graphics on here. Let's do this. We need a wasteland and then like a rift spawner. I think rift spawner is like the only other card I think that draws cards, and not, well, whatever, it's fine. What does it need to be, like 7%? I think it was, or 6%. 7, 8, 10. I mean, you can't really read it, but I think it's okay. This is just showing that other cards draw stuff, and not so much that this is a side note, right? You don't need to like see exactly what it does. Let's download a wasteland. Let's go to... I'm lost here. Honestly, literally just eating anything makes me feel a lot better. Let's do Barons, why not? It's not an interesting looking card, but I did not mean to close that either. I need to know, has my I downloaded Volcano instead. All right, whatever, it's fine, it works. I need to know, has my dyslexia been worse lately? I feel like it's been worse lately. I feel like I've been losing my mind on stream more often. I don't know if that's just me or if this does not seem like the same size. It's not. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, it feels like it's worse right now, but like it's been worse, but like, is it though? Because it almost feels like it is, because like I'm noticing it more, but there's also more people talking. How is this not? Okay, it's just that thing where it's like things next to each other don't look the same size. But yeah, I guess there's more people talking, which is a good thing. But it's also making me realize I can't read on command. People say things and I go, my brain just stops working. What? What? Sorry, the cat's yelling at me. What do you want? Do you want attention? Download. It's like, what is the middle gods called? But it's so cool. So cool with a K. 8. Done. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to take another copy of this and we're going to shrink it to like 20. Let's do this instead, actually. Let's make this cooler looking. We're all about cool looking here. If I do this... and I just delete the card art and then download it, and then undo what I just did because I broke it forever, and then we place it, and then we do about 20%. It might need to be slightly smaller than that, but rasterize it. And then we delete this. Yeah, smidge smaller. There we go. I think we did like what, an arrow to the thing last time we did something similar to this. Let's go to let's go to the rule book for a second. Sorry. This one? Yeah, we just did an arrow. This feels a little claustrophobic too. So let's move this down a bit. Take all these. We should put these in a folder. Move them down a bit. Just a smidge. Sorry, checking something there. This can be red, I guess. Gotta keep things organized. All right. I think we're using this color. Okay. Swap these around. Honestly, they may even be able to be a little bit bigger here. There we go. And then this can be about there, maybe. Okay, that's one. Do we have time for more? We got time for more. Probably one more. And then I will go because I want to get this devlog finished. It's so freaking close to being done, but also probably not drinking enough water. That probably doesn't help my brain. Get more zucchinis to eat, right? I do have like actual like lunch. I got some like leftover curry, some Japanese curry. But I just don't want to like eat a full meal on stream, you know? I mean, I could. There's no reason I couldn't, but it's not like going to be like super interesting content if I'm just like num 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 num, you know? Just bash my table. Anyway. These cards are played and activated in order in which they are drawn, from left to right and top to bottom, following any specific instructions listed on the card. Okay, so for this, honestly, I might just get the planning done with the rest of this and then call it a day, because I think my brain's basically had it at this point anyway. Beats Munch Bang? Yeah, Munch Bang ASMR edition. There you go. So the way to do this is probably draw an entire set of cards, which would be 4 of them on top of each other, which is a lot of space in this sort of direction. And you just have like a bunch of cards, and then like arrows illustrating the way in which you choose. Oh, mukbang. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I've heard that term before. I don't actually know what it means. Maybe I'm dumb, but you know, here we are. This might actually make sense to do as 2 separate things, kind of like this here, right? Have them next to each other. Although this is kind of like an aside to this, right? So if it is, I mean, all this... This actually might just be the same sentence, and then this is just one big thing, and then this all can be moved up, I believe. And this just has cards, right? Like this is easy. Yeah, maybe this just is combined with this other statement here. And then this is just trash. In fact, maybe what we do is we do this as like a side thing. And then have this. Yeah, maybe this is how we do it. Like this. And then we have the illustration on the side here. In fact, these can probably be double spaced. There we go. Cool. And then, yeah, we'll have this illustration on the side here, which you might be able to copy from other stuff, in fact. So this will be here, and then just one of each card type will be here. Okay, this is actually easier than I thought it would be. I just had to think it through, you know? And I guess all this can be moved up. Like here. All right, let's just do the easy stuff first, and I'll probably just call it there because we're basically there. I keep whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's see here. There's no way I don't have the end link already downloaded, right? I'll just throw this in here. Downloads. This is the case where I actually have more room than I thought I would. Which doesn't usually happen. Man, it's such a weird effect when you have like the cards next to each other like this, and they're like, they look like they're different sizes, but they're really not. Just like such an optical illusion. Should probably be fanned in the opposite direction, but like this. probably fanned a bit more. Like a so. And this will have other different cards when there are other different minions, but I don't even know if you guys are saying anything to me. No. Just blocking my chat with things. I'm like, is anyone actually saying anything? I could be, you never know. Let's do a Chaos Worm. Or maybe do Blight Might. I like Blight Might. Monsters, lands. Let's do an Abyss, sure. And a Chaos Keep? Nope, we keep doing this. Maybe I just download that twice. I did. Keep doing that. Like, I don't hate how that like hovers over it. I wish it kind of worked differently, but it's okay. Yeah, it sounds good. I don't remember what I said anymore. I'm gonna be real with you. You have... Oh, wait, no. I don't know what's happening. It's really weird that when a message removed, it removes all your messages. I'm guessing that's like a moderation sort of tool, but it's very strange. Yeah, 12. Blight Might. 12. Done. And Chaos Keep. 12. I already did Chaos Keep. What am I doing with my life? Abyss. 12. Okay. Done. Comprised of wastelands. Ruins. And monsters. And all this can go in the thing. I like how us, the chat, is basically the council of AAE. I mean, basically. I do, like to kind of ask for y'all's opinion on things when I do it. Which is partly a character flaw and partly it's good to have confirmation about you know, opinions. Partly I feel like I need to know if people think it's a good idea. Sort of a validation thing. probably not the best, but and the other is you know, whether it's actually a good idea or not, because that's helpful to know. So here we are. Trying to decide if this needs to be this big of graphics, but you know, here we are. It's fine. It's good enough. That being said, I think it's time for me to be done. I got one more graphic on here. It really wouldn't take that long, but I think it's time for me to eat. And then yeah, I really got to work on this devlog. It's very close to done. I'm hoping Wednesday. Part of me does want to say I'm not going to do a stream Wednesday just so I can get it done, but I don't know if that's true. I think I still will, probably. But if I do, I'm probably working on the rule book. It's not going to be super interesting, but it needs to get done. We're really close to having it done, and that would be really great to have it out around the time of the video so people actually know what's going on, right? So, but yeah, anyway. I just saw your art. That's great. I just saw it. That's beautiful. I love that. Look at that. There I am. Oh wait, sorry, not full screen. There it is. There's me. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, look at that. Beats. I like the angry eyebrows. It's good. Beauteous. I love it. Thank you. Even says beats in the golden belt. Yeah, I saw it. It's it wouldn't let me full screen on Discord, but I guess you can open it in browser, right? Like that. There you go. It's beautiful. And if not, I will probably be working on more cards. Maybe we'll do some art instead, do some drawing. Because we got some good ideas here, but now it's just kind of becoming like just a lot to look at, right? So just getting some of these out and done, like especially the ones that we think are really good, we'll get those out, and then they can be in the beta for playtesting and that kind of stuff. And then we probably need to come up with old GOG cards too, but I also got an idea for how to balance the inter-trading card game ability, or oh yeah, like when you have multiple cards. From the Pokemon weakness system applies. Interesting. Okay, yeah, you could have like a permanent like debuff on like specific cards, whereas a yeah, like Pokemon has weak. So yeah, you do like a rock paper scissors versus so like magic cards would be, you know, something versus. Then when it adds. Wait, I'm confused. No, when it adds like a Pokemon card. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Very cool. But yeah, anyway, I think that's it for the stream. I'll be back on Wednesday, or any trading card game of your choosing. Right, totally. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday. I start around now, like this sort of time, around 1 EST. The thing's in the Discord server if you're curious on times. And yeah, like I said, probably more rulebook stuff, uninterestingly enough, but it'll be good anyway. We'll get it done. Weakness to steel equals death by mentally hurled you at. Yeah. Anyway, yep, I'm out of here, y'all. It was good talking to you. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate the everyone hanging out in chat, and I will see you. Hold I'll see you Wednesday. I can't find the off button. All right, bye. See y'all.